Hey guys, so this is Parvati here. So today I'm going to tell you why you should start your clothing brand in 2026. So this is that time of the year where you are going to review your year, that is 2025. How did you do? What did you do? What all did you do, right? So if you're working at a job, or if you are not working right now, or planning to start a business, or dreaming about starting a business, or doing something on your own, then let me tell you, 2025 was a year where a lot of people started their brand. A lot of people took so many risks, and you can see so many stories all over social media where people are starting brands. They're doing online, some things that they really wanted to do. And this was a year where so many new entrepreneurs came. So if you still didn't start, this is the best year, because you get to see all this information, you see all these stories, and you are fed up of your life, or you're still planning. Let me tell you, please analyze your year. Okay, how did you do this year? Okay, and see what is the progress that you have made. For example, if you're working at a job and you're happy, then no problem. Okay, and if you're working at a job and you are not happy, and still you're planning to start something or saving up some money to start something, then please do it this year, because already it is late. That's what I personally felt before starting a brand, because market is flooding with a lot of new brands, right? And this is not even that much difficult to start. Once you start, it will get difficult, but it's not. If you are not going to do anything, then that will be much worse than this, right? So I would suggest you review your year. If you are making a progress, then very good, you can move on with that. And if you are still feeling that you should have started, then this year is going to start. 2026 is going to start, so you can start in a happy note, and you can kickstart your journey, something new in the coming year, right? So everybody plan the next year. Everybody make vision board. I make vision board personally. So last year I made a vision board, and I wanted to start a business, and so I made my vision board according to that, and I was able to do that. So the point is, if we get successful or not is it's a different thing. So doing something that you want to do, starting putting a new step, is something different, right? So when you analyze your year, what you'll get is that you will get a motivation to do the things which you didn't do this year, so that you can use that motivation, channel that motivation to the next year, and plan for the next year. Okay, and one more thing is that you need to start your social media journey in 2026, because it will help you to reach your goals while you get active on social media, and you can even make money out of it, right? And you don't even know who will support you. If you are not having a support from your family or your friends, you will get support from the strangest people, the strange people who just randomly see your video and they'll be a fan of you, or they'll be able to relate themselves with you, right? So you will get a lot of support. It's not like we have a thinking that social media is negative, a lot of people are bullying, everything is happening, that is true. But there is a side of social media where people look for motivation, people support each other, there is a community, right? So it's always good to start your social media post. I'm not telling you to post everything personal stuff, I'm just telling you about your professional steps that you're doing. If you're starting a brand, even if you're doing an offline shop, or if you want to do fitness journey or something like that, if you share the up to the level where you want to show to the public, you can share something, start something, and tell a story, or do an update about what is happening, or your journey, something like that. It can inspire some other people, and also it can inspire you. Because when I feel low, I look at my Instagram, I look at my YouTube, and I see the videos that I made, and I become proud of myself, right? I feel motivated that okay, I did this. So if today is a bad day, tomorrow can be a good day, right? So you will feel motivated by yourself, and you can also motivate other people, right? So you can start your social media, then you can start a brand. It will build your confidence, right? And next thing is that I told you previously that a lot of people started brand in this year 2025, right? So you can research a lot about their stories, right? How did they start their brand? What are the struggles they faced? There are a lot of stories that you can learn. There are a lot of brand stories, how they came up, how they faced the challenges, what is their concept, what is their style. So there is a lot of information, right? And there is YouTube, where you can find all the tutorials, all the steps, guidance, everything, what all items you need, what all, how much investment that you need, a lot of things, right? So use all this information, right? So 2026 can be a best year, because in 2025 a lot of new entrepreneurs came, a lot of new brands came. So you can use all this information that is available online to start your own brand. Okay. And the next point that I want to say is that you don't need to plan everything. Okay, this I have said it before, I'm telling it again. You don't need to know everything, you don't need to plan everything. Just see what is the first step. Okay. And have some backup, like some money, some money. I'm not telling you lakhs and lakhs of money. I started my brand with, I think I was working at a firm, and I worked there for 3 months, and I saved that money and I put that money entirely into my business. Okay, that much only I had. I'm not telling about lakhs and lakhs of money, just some security, so that you can have a stable mindset. You don't need to worry about the money. And just start at one point. What is the first step? And you take that first step, and then you will become involved in the business, right? You will become, it's like you started a process, now you have to do it. So that will give you a push. Okay, this push you will not get before starting. You will think that you are not ready, or you are, you don't know, you don't have it planned, you didn't plan the entire thing. You don't need to, and you cannot also. Even if you plan also, after you start doing, you will realize that this is not how you should do. You will find some other routes to go, you will find some other options, right? So the key is to start. I know a lot of people say this, it's a very common advice, but I really want to say it is true, right? You need to start at one point, see what are the process. Okay, don't plan everything. What is the first step? For example, for starting a clothing brand, what is the first step? For me, it was to find a shop, because I plan to do a offline shop. After not able to do the online setup, I thought I'll do a shop. So I thought that I should find a shop. Then I went out and I traveled a little bit, and I found a shop, right? And I talked to the owner. That's it. And I talked to the owner, and I understood, okay, if this is a right place, okay, then I will try, right? And I tried. And once you are starting, you can't afford to get a bigger place or a very expensive space. A location will be in the middle of the road. No, it will not be like that. My shop is not in the main road, it's in the side road, right? But it's a good place to start. So you don't need to overthink about it. So in your situation, it might be a different step. If you are starting online, do you have a name? What is the name that you're planning? What is the style that you're planning? And then what is the first product that you can launch? That much only you have to think. And then if you fix that, and you spend 5 days to think about what kind of product you want, what is the name, do you want a website or not, or do you want to sell on Instagram, or you want to start a WhatsApp business account, that is up to you. You start that. You put some 1,000 rupees into Shopify, or you spend some money to buy a domain. Then you are already in the loop, you are already into the process. Just do that, and then you take 5 months, 6 months. I will not tell you that, okay, you're wasting your time. No, just take one step. This is the best advice that I ever heard from anybody, and I implemented, and I felt so right. So just start one step, and then you understand what is the next step. Should I do that? You will obviously do that, because you are hooked already, right? Because you did the first step. So that is the key. So start at some point. It will be different for everybody. So I'm not telling do particularly one thing. No, I'm not telling like that. According to you, what is your plan, what is your passion, you need to do, but do one step. Okay. And next thing is that when you do start, you will have to take some decisions, right? On which directions to go, which choices do you need to choose, what is the concept that you have. In this point, you need to know how to take a decision. So you need to learn how to it's not about the right decision or the wrong decision, but it's about taking a decision. It's not about, you don't know which is the right way or the wrong way. There is no right way or wrong way. In every way there is an opportunity, right? So I want you to work on your decision making skills. For example, if you are working at a job and you are dreaming to start a business, to quit that job is a decision, right? Or to keep that job and still pursue the business, that is a decision, right? Whatever that decision is, which is needed to push you to start something on your own, that decision making power you need to build, right? You might be the smartest person, you might have the full potential to make the business successful, you might be having all the knowledge or the resources, but still you might not be able to start the business. That is because you don't have the power to take the decision, right? The decision making power is very important. It's important than money, it's important than knowledge, it's important than everything. Because if you do not, like, see, if you see the people who are the class first, or the people who are very intelligent or smarter than you, might be doing, they might not be as what can I say, the people who don't perform well in school might perform well in life, right? People who perform well in school might not perform good in real life, or they might not be able to do their dream job, and they might not be able to do what they want to do. But the point is, there are people who are still intelligent and doing everything, and they will be first at everything. But what I'm telling you is that this is something different. This is not equally parallel with the knowledge that you have or the smartness that you have. This is something different. This is a gut feeling. This is a feeling that yes, you can take this decision. This is even though you are ready to take risk, you don't know what is the right time to take a decision, right? It's very important. I am not telling I am master of this. I am also struggling with decision making, but something which I realized is that decision making is very, very important when you're starting a business. It's important than having a money, it's important than having a supportive system, it's important than everything, right? If you fail to take a decision, then your ship will sink, right? That is very important, that very crucial. So to develop your decision making power, you can do meditation, you can go to gym, have a discipline, have your right diet. If you don't drink proper water, your mind will be messed up. If you don't have the right nutrition, you will think that you are not capable of this. But try to change your routine, try to change your diet, try to change your how much you are hydrated, or a lot of things. Move your body, so you will feel better, you will feel confident. Don't take too much stress, just take that right decision, that's all. And if you don't need to see what is right or what is wrong, take a decision which you feels that is right. That's what I mean by right. There is no right or wrong. According to you, what you feel is right, you just do that. Okay, now next thing is that if you want any help from anybody, right, you are not expert at everything. So there might be a person who is more who is more knowledgeable than you, who has experience than you. You can always ask help from others. You should not be like, I have to research everything, I have to find out everything. There is a lot of things that you cannot find on the internet, right? You make some connections. I will tell you that I am an introvert and I do not like talking to a lot of people, and I don't have that much of social energy to talk to people, right? I do not have that kind of energy. I after half an hour of being in a group of people, I come out. I cannot handle that. I am a person like that. But let me tell you that I printed out my card, my personal card, for my brand, and my number is in that and everything. People used to ask me, do you have a card? And I printed my card. I printed, I think, 250 cards or 150 cards I printed. And my cards are over now. I need to print it again. I cannot believe that I have met so many people that I've given 150 cards to people and my cards is over. I never thought in this short amount of time I've met this much people. right? I collaborated with this much people. I mean, collaboration, that doesn't mean an Instagram collaboration or a business collaboration. It's just that you pass on your ideas, you have a conversation, up to a point it grows that they ask your visiting card, or you give your visiting card so that they can contact you, or you want them to contact you, and you want to involve in their business, or in they'll be having that connection with you. I cannot imagine how much connections I made in these few months, right? A person like me. So what I'm telling you is that there is no limit. You can talk to a person, you can talk to a tailor, you can talk to another business person, you can talk to another person who is working in the same field or who is in a marketing. You can always talk. I try to call my previous employers, the people who I worked with, who have similar interest. If I have a doubts on Shopify, I'll call my previous employer who who is expert at Shopify. I ask them, ma'am, can I ask you a few doubts? I have this thing, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to do this. So if they are good people, they will help you, right? Most people are good only. You will have good connection, you will have previously worked people. You can always find people online. You can just message them, can you help me with something? I really like your content, or can you share me some tips, I really want to help. They will help you. If not, you find another person. So, and you also try to help other people, so everybody is benefiting from that, right? So that is one thing. Don't hesitate to ask for help or to make connections, right? And so these are the all things that I have to say. I don't know, I'll not be editing this video, so this is like a raw video. This is like a series that I want to create. I'll be making some more videos about these topics where it's related to starting the business or starting a clothing brand, right? So, and I also want to say that I personally want to reach out to people who are starting the brand, and you can always reach out to me and ask me. My mail address will be there, or you can it's better to message me on Instagram. You can find my Instagram in the about section. So if you want any help, you can reach out to me. I will reply to you. Means if a lot of people are messaging, it will be difficult, but I would like to help a lot of people who is starting their business, and I find happiness in doing so. According to my little bit experience, I can help you with that. That's all I can do. So on that note, let's end this video. I hope you all learn something. I hope you all get a little bit of motivation. So new year is coming, so plan for your next year, analyze your current year, see what all you want to do, and drive that motivation into the new year, and execute it. Don't just plan, just execute it. Okay, I just want you all to start what all dreams that you have, just start in this year. It will be great. So on that note, let's end this video. I'll see you in the next video. This is Parvati. Bye bye.